Before we begin today's show, today we want to give a big shout out to
Buzz TV. Buzz TV brings you their own spin on Android devices like the NVIDIA Shield and the Amazon Fire Sticks, taking software to the next level with their own app helping you stream anything, anywhere. Buzz TV listens to you, the customers, and consistently brings you the latest and greatest when it comes to hardware, software, customer service, and experience right out of the box.
And to find their products, guys, make sure you guys do go to buzztvglobal.com.
Don't forget to click the link in the description below to get yourself the latest Android device right from Buzz TV. With all that being said, let's start the show.
I like APKs because I think Kodi is a little bit sluggish. I'm back like 4 years ago. I don't know if you guys know, but Kodi the Kodi Foundation tried to shut me down.
Really?
Yes, because they said I used the copyright, the Kodi copyright, and they tried to shut down Hashem, Soloman. I think I have an email. I can publicly open it. It's okay. I got from their main guy. I got an email, and they were telling me to delete all my videos. They're saying it's got the Kodi trademark, right? And I just ignore them. And then I deleted all my videos, and then I started again. It was like, it's been quite a journey. But now Kodi doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going through. Yeah. It's hard with, as you're pulling that up real quick. I just want to speak on that Kodi thing. It's really hard to do any Kodi videos on YouTube also, because YouTube, I think what happened, and I was warning a lot of people before, if you're going to do a YouTube video, don't copy people's like tags, titles. Like they were, so I saw how you were doing your videos, and I was like, this is cool. I'm like, let me see if I can do something similar. I would change the title, I would change the tags, I would change everything and do it my way. And then I noticed several people out there, several YouTubers that are no longer around, they would say, oh, here's NewTech's video on Kodi, and they'll copy everything. Some people will even copy your video and re-upload it in somebody else's channels. They did it to me. I've seen it. They do it to Soloman. What happened, I think what happened was because I grew from 0 to 100 subscribers, just Kodi related stuff.
You mean 100,000, not 100?
100,000, yeah. 100K.
So you've been growing
100 people. So I think what happened was because people were spamming so much of it, and you know what? It wasn't even just on the Kodi community, but it happened to APKs, the streaming community, with several devices, with like headphones. I've heard about that. I've heard people with makeup. I've heard people with like dance videos, with reaction videos. It hit so many different communities because people were just spamming each other so much that YouTube said, you know what? We're just going to flag people. We're just going to be like, you know what? We're going to put this bot, and it's going to start flagging everybody and giving everybody yellow icons. And now YouTube is trying to hire real people again because they're losing a grip to the money.
The computer messed up. The AI messed up.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't understand. Like some of the strikes I got are so ridiculous. Like I had like videos up before where showing actual matches going on with like logos and stuff. And they didn't bother those videos. They took down a video of like me showing how to update your repository in Kodi or something silly because it had the Kodi keyword, right?
Yeah.
So their algorithm is like, I don't know. It just doesn't work. Like YouTube is like, especially the political stuff. They've removed so much political stuff, and they left the stuff that has their interest, which is crazy. It's supposed to be an open platform, but it just, yes. So here's the email I pulled up. So that's from Keith Harrington. Like that was in 2000, back in 2016. Keith Harrington is like one of the Kodi people, like one of their main guys, and he was telling me to take all my videos down. I was telling him, listen, man, it's just instructional content. It's like I'm showing people how to use it.
Mhm.
Uh, and then they did this whole trademark thing against Solomon, Hasham, me, a couple other people, but I guess they lost, and YouTube reinstated all this stuff. So that was like the first glitch up before. And then of course after that, we've been getting strikes like people just been going around, and I think it's due to people flagging the videos, people that don't like you, competition. People go out and flag. Like me, I've never in my life go and I flagged somebody's video, or I you know what I mean, never in my life I've done that. I don't understand. You're showing something for free, you're showing people how to install it, how to use it, and for some reason they still want to go and flag the video, or they want to put a thumbs down or whatever. My take on it is, if you don't like me and you don't like watching my content and you don't like the stuff I promote, you can just go to another YouTube channel and watch somebody else. But the crazy thing is, the haters that I have, they always keep coming back to my videos. There's this one guy for 2 years, he's complaining, but he's been complaining for 2 years consistently. And I don't understand the motivation behind that. If you don't like me so much, why are you here putting a comment on every single video? Why are you wasting your energy leaving me 5, 6 comments on every video for the past year or whatever, 2 years? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you don't like me, go watch, Next Level, go watch Rohas.
Send them to me. Fine.
Don't bring it to me. Have you tried doing the hide user?
Yeah, I've hit a lot of people. I've hit him, but like this guy, just like he keeps coming back after in different handles, different accounts. Like this guy is in love with me, I guess. You know what I mean? Because I
Yes,
can
He
sometimes,
gives you a view, man.
huh?
He gives you a view.
Yeah,
Probably a
but
couple.
my point is, like, I just don't understand that motivation. Like, if I don't like Rojas, I'm not gonna go to his channel and hit thumbs down and say, Rojas, you are an idiot. You just want to do this and this, right? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you don't like the guy, you just just leave. Watch somebody else. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta be fair too about that though, because I'm not gonna bring any YouTuber's name, but there are YouTubers in the past, and even now, every now and then you see a YouTuber every now and then pop up that would do a drama video,
Yeah.
and they're constantly crying about something or constantly trying to prove a point or something. And yeah, and what happens is they'll do a video that they're pissed off at somebody, said this guy's an idiot or this guy's dumb or this, and it's
Yeah.
just like, it's like, dude, it's the same thing. It's like the end, like the people who are not on YouTube come and do that, and then they see another YouTuber doing the exact same thing, and they do that, and then they get mad when you respond. Or they get mad when somebody goes over there and does it to them. They're like, "Whoa, what are you doing it to me? I'm God sent. I know everything." It's like, come on.
I got some even threats on YouTube. Like I had to hide user. There was a guy, like, I did a video like last year, like long time ago, and uh, I think I showed like a channel, and like it was like a few seconds of it. I didn't even show any content. It was like, but the logo was there of the channel. I think it was like CW or something. And this guy left a comment. He's like, I'm going to the CW legal department. I'm going to report you, for showing the logo, and you're going to be prosecuted for this or something like that. Like, are you serious? You're gonna come on and leave a comment like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing too is so I got some friends and family that are lawyers, and I was looking into it on how things work. I looked at YouTube legal and everything. Like I was doing like this huge research on stuff.
Okay.
When I got my first strike, and I want to talk about how you got your channel shut down.
Yeah.
When I got my first strike, I was like, I'm like, I didn't do nothing wrong. Let me hit submit, and it says if you submit this, they could this could be legal actions,
Yeah.
like you might have to settle this in court, blah blah blah. So that's why I started to do my research. I'm like, wait a minute, if I have to do this, I have to know everything legal from YouTube, all my legal rights and all their legal rights, plus anything that's considered fair use. So I
Yeah.
sent this all over to my cousin and a couple friends of mine, and everybody was saying if you show like a little blurb of something like quick, that's not considered for them to come after you. And they're like, even if they said, hey, you know what, you were broadcasting something for like, I forget what the time was. I think it was like 15 seconds or 10 seconds of something that they could see the result of something. It doesn't matter if it's sports or if it's a movie or a show, but if it's something that somebody could actually process and know exactly what's going on, it's usually about 10 seconds. And they said that for a company, let's just say a CW, for them to say, hey, we're going to get our lawyers and hire them to sue you, they're spending, thousands of dollars to do this, because a lawyer, when they get hired for a movie company or a TV show company, they know they got the money.
Yeah, they're going to charge them out the ass. And
they won't do it. Yeah. They won't go after you because it's too much money for them.
First of all, for them to go after you, they have to sue you for, like, they love to go after IPTVs because they have money. Like, you sue somebody because you know you're going to get a lot of money. Like, you don't go out and you sue a homeless guy, right? Because you're not going to get anything out of it. Like, for them to come and sue us, for large companies, like, what would they get out of it? Like, it's like, we're not these major IPTV companies or whatever, or major sellers of something, and then we can get just a lot of money out of it. So I don't think they're going to sue. I think it's just scare tactics to get everybody off. And they think they're going to win the war on piracy by scaring people and like shutting people down. It has never worked. The war on piracy has never worked. It's been going on forever. They shut down one app and next one comes out next day. It's here. What they should do is accept it and try to monetize it, which they're doing now. You see, like the Disney Plus app. You see, like, everyone's going that direction. They're like, listen, man, our content's getting stolen regardless what we do. At least try to monetize it. And when they do monetize it, some people will pay for it. Heck, I pay for it. I paid for Hulu. I paid for Disney Plus before. I paid for other services as well, just because it was convenient for me to use it, right?
Yeah, I still use Disney.
These apps are not very convenient. Sometimes I watch Netflix because sometimes you watch a movie in one of these apps and it starts to buffer, or works one day, next day there's some update, screws something up. So I pay for Netflix because it's very convenient. Like, there's another one called DAZN. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
Yeah.
Sports. Some people pay for that because they just want to turn their TV on and watch their sports. They don't want to, let me install this add-on in Kodi. Oh shit, the dependency is missing here. Where do I get the dependency? Oh man, I'm missing this script error here. You know what I mean? The game, you're past like 30 minutes past the game. Like, hold on, I gotta reboot this box.
Yeah. So
here, right?
How did this whole thing come about with your YouTube getting all these strikes then? Like, and actually resulting for it to be shut down for a couple months, wasn't it?
It was like a couple of weeks, yeah, maybe like 2-3 weeks. I don't know. I just got striked for silly stuff, and I appealed it, and YouTube said nope. And then I just kind of left it alone, and I said, you know what? Okay, it shut me down, whatever. And then one day I wake up, and they just emailed me, "We reinstated your channel," with no reason whatsoever.
That's nuts.
It's like basically you feel like someone comes to your house, they say nothing to you. Like, police just shows up at Rohas's door, takes him, puts him in a paddy wagon, a van, takes him to a jail cell. They throw you in a cell. You sit in that cell for 3 days without nothing. Then they come to you and they take you out and say, okay, you're going home now. And they bring you back home. And you have no idea what you've done. And you have no idea why you went, like, why they came there. And they just ship you back. And they're like, okay, we're finished. Go home. Right?
Yeah.
After you're like, can I go home? And they're like, no, you're never going home. And then 3 days later, they're like, here you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like the whole system of YouTube is broken. I think there's a huge opportunity if someone creates something like YouTube and they can market it in the right way to become popular and to become I think there's some versions where it's like the cryptocurrency runs in the background. I think there's one called, I forgot the name of it, but they're trying something like that where it's like it's powered by crypto, where it's like unrestricted content. You want to post political videos, go ahead. You want to post whatever, right? It's completely an open system, but it hasn't really taken off. I mean, it's a community of kind of like techie, geeky guys kind of now. It's not like the general community of people like YouTube. But YouTube really has no competition. And they know that when you have no competition, you can do whatever you want. Once you have competition, the game changes, right? And that's all in human nature. That's even with us. Like if you're a YouTuber and you're doing, let's say, Cody videos and there's nobody else, you could talk about anything and you'll still get people to watch. You don't have to adjust or anything. But when you have competition, you have to adjust your channel. You have to adjust what you present. You have to adjust your style maybe. So YouTube has zero competition. So it's like, hey, man, you don't like us? Get out of here. You know what I mean? Where else are you going to go?
Yeah. And there used to be, there's a couple companies that did come up, or a couple other platforms like CocoScope. That was one, and I think there's another one. Red. What is it? There's another one that's something Tube, not RedTube.
Not RedTube. No.
Not RedTube.
Right.
But there was another one called something Tube. I forget what it was called. Yeah, Next Level's all happy now. What? But
let me see, Rohas. Let me see your Google Chrome history, man.
Yeah.
RedTube.
He's got all the tubes in there.
All the tubes. But all these other companies like that they're trying to come up, like CocoScope, they came up and never they never did anything with it.
No, they never took it off. Like I have some videos on CocoScope as you remind me, but I haven't even checked like what's going on there. Like it looks nice. They work fast, but it just never taken off.
Yeah.
It comes down to traffic, right? If they don't have the traffic, then what's the point of releasing videos on there, right? Because the thing that YouTube has like a stronghold on is they have billions of users every day. You have the ability to connect with a wide range of audience. You go to one of these other platforms and you can connect with maybe 100, 200,000.
It's the user base, of course, and it's like just like TikTok when they killed it with their user base. It's such an easy app to develop. Like anybody could clone TikTok in like 10 minutes if they have some developer background, right? It's like it's not too difficult to build TikTok. It's not too difficult to build WhatsApp. It's not too difficult to build any kind of application like that. But it's the user base, right? And TikTok just murdered it. And now this whole China thing happened with TikTok, and they have to sell to a US company, I heard, something like that, because Trump wanted to ban TikTok.
Yeah.
Crazy thing, right?
We had a whole conversation about TikTok. We have these episodes called What the Hell, and it's kind of like a What the Hell Happened rewind. So we did one on What the Hell Happened in September, and we do it in the beginning of the month. So October 1st, What the Hell Happened September, and it was Walmart and Oracle buy TikTok.
What does Walmart know about TikTok?
Exactly.
Jeez.
we were like so confused. We're like,
it's like Subway buying YouTube, you know?
Yeah. and the funny thing is Oracle Trump
to see the network traffic, to see what data is being back and forth. I see, but Walmart, like, where they're gonna put it on aisle number 6 under, household goods.
Yeah. And you know what? The other what the hell that we had the month before that was Walmart was doing some pop-up movie theaters too. It's like, what is Walmart doing?
I guess Walmart's trying to become a technology company. They're like, listen, man, because Walmart's scared. You got to understand here that like with Instacart, everything is shifting to a shared economy. And what I mean by that is like Tesla's working on it. Right now in Phoenix, Google's trying out with autonomous driving, which Teslas are equipped with, where basically there's no driver. So this is like when you need a ride, instead of owning a car, it's much cheaper when a car pulls up in front of your door. You get in that car, takes you to your destination, and then when you want to go back home, that different car, not the same car, picks you up, that's completely autonomous, and brings you home. So where everything's going to shift with this whole self-driving technology is that it's cheaper actually to get 50 rides even a day versus owning an actual vehicle, right? Because once there's no driver, where there's no gasoline, these cars, Tesla already developed like this robot arm that automatically can charge the car.
Wow.
There's some production of it. It looks like a snake and it goes into a thing and charges the car. It's pretty cool. So I think that's where it's heading, like shared economies where like, rohas and Next Level, they don't want to go to Walmart and go through the shelves to pick out their items. They just want to pick up their phone and say, I need eggs, I need this, this, and this, and I'll get it in 30 minutes by means of not even a driver, maybe just a vehicle pulling in front of your house, like a truck that has like maybe like compartments. You put a code in and take out your items, and it's delivering to all the people around the neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This way, this is where it's shifting. Amazon's signing a contract with Rivian, which is an electric company out of Michigan here too. The autonomous delivery trucks. They tried some stuff with the drones as well. Amazon.
Oh yeah.
So that's where it's all shifting to shared kind of economies, like where you're like one car is going to drive 50 people a day versus these cars just sitting in a garage and not being utilized, right? You know what I mean? Where everybody can share their resources, right? Like if you own a car, maybe you can sign up for that program and then you can get a cut and your car drives around by itself and gives people rides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because I was looking into so I keep my eyes and ears with what Japan's doing because they're usually leading a lot of our technologies in China. And one of the things that they've actually broken through this, which I'll mind blown. The one thing everybody keeps talking about is flying cars. When are we going to see a flying car? We have electric cars now. We have planes. We have a lot of stuff.
XPEV out of China. They just released a prototype. Look up XPEV, new company backed by Alibaba. They are making it's not a car. It's basically a big drone. You sit in it. It's a huge drone. You sit on it. You sit inside of it. You have two sticks and you fly that drone. You sit in and you fly around and you land wherever you want.
Yeah.
And you take off wherever you want. You have your battery levels. They have a prototype and they're planning to build that. So XPEV, which is Xpeng out of China, which is they're starting with cars like Tesla electric cars. They're doing an actual electric drone, which is kind of cool, man. Would you rather fly around in a drone versus driving a car?
Yeah.
And Tesla wants to do in the future, there's some rumors, they want to do electric planes. So they feel that they can build the first electric plane as well, which it's not publicly announced, but there's rumors going around how Tesla wants to, get better at batteries to build. And here's why I'm like bullish on the Tesla stock and I'm crazy about Tesla, because Tesla is a technology company. It has nothing to do with the car. And it's a battery company. They're starting to buy nickel companies, cadmium companies, that cobalt mining. They're buying entire mining companies because they want to improve their batteries. Because once you have a battery that can last for a long time, then you can develop planes, long haul flights. You can develop electric ships. You can develop everything, right? So that's why I'm bullish on Tesla, because I think they're gonna have the best battery. And the winner here, out of all these electric vehicles and this whole thing going on, the winner is going to be the guy with the longest range and the best battery and the best safety standard, I guess.
Yeah. So so what you were saying with those whole drone things, that's exactly what Japan's also doing, the same exact thing.
Yeah, Xpeng is doing it, man, out of China, man. It's a prototype now. You can't buy it, but
they're just testing. They're just testing stuff.
If it costs like, let's say $15,000 US and you could fly for it for an hour, hell yeah, I'd go to Walmart in a drone.
Well, this one, for real, this one, what they're saying is if this is successful, I think Uber has a finger stake on this thing where they could it'll be the same thing like you're saying, like a drone, where it'll just take off, just like a drone, and then go wherever you need to go.
Yeah. I wonder safety, like people will be crashing in the air. Like imagine flying a drone drunk and crashing into another guy. My bad, man. I had a little bit too much.
Yeah, the thing that Japan is doing is it's not a what's it called? It won't be manned. Like a person won't be able to do it. They'll say, "This is where I want to go." And they all talk to each other, so that way
computer controlled, and they'll have sensors, so it'll detect that Rohas is drunk in his drone, and he shouldn't be complaining to avoid the next level, to avoid him because he's also drunk, heading towards him, right?
I don't know. I think it's
Rohas. I think that's the next that's the next thing. I think it will be drones. Drones are eventually going to get much better, and eventually people maybe in 200, 300 years, they might laugh at us and say, these guys used cars to get around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of like you would laugh at people rode donkeys or horses before. Like, be like, you're going to the store, you're going out to see your friend, and you're riding a horse. You know what I mean? Like, that was not a normal thing to do hundreds of years ago, right?
Yeah.
That was back when Netflix was making a lot of money by mailing DVDs out.
Netflix is brilliant, man. Netflix is brilliant what they've done. I think the next thing Netflix should do, they should offer actually live channels on top of like on-demand content. They have the money.
Well,
they can pay
like how Roku does.
What do they do? I am not.
Roku has a couple live channels. They should, and like Plex, so they should start coming out with some channels like that.
But I'm talking about premium channels, like YouTube tried YouTube TV, and they're miserably failing, I think, with their offering. I don't think it's taken off.
It's like what YouTube TV is doing is the exact same thing PlayStation View was doing. And PlayStation View, they had a cut. They had to shut down like earlier this year.
Why? Just wasn't enough demand?
No, not enough money. They weren't making enough money. There was a big hype on it, but people were saying this is expensive. They're like, why am I doing this?
I remember when YouTube was pushing their TV first, like they were tagging all the videos that showed live TV. They're like striking them and all that, and they're pushing the banners. And I've seen it slow down. I see no one really pushes YouTube TV. There was a lot of hype at the beginning. And I think Next Level. Do you subscribe to it? You tried it out, I think, or
which one? YouTube TV?
Yeah.
No, it's not in Canada, man.
Wasn't in Canada. I was only in the States. Okay.
Yes, no, I never tried it. I was gonna do the trial, but when I looked at it, I'm like, this is gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah, the channel offerings kind of sucked. So
yeah, the YouTube Red is not too bad because you get those original shows. But like Netflix is taking a couple shows from YouTube, like Cobra Kai. Netflix announced we're canceling this, and they started announcing several shows like, hey, we're going to cancel this, it's not producing. And it's just like, how is it not producing? Are you kidding me? And Netflix is like, we'll pick it up. So I think what YouTube is doing is they're selling a lot of stuff, and I have a feeling they're going to get rid of a lot more stuff soon.
Yeah, I feel Netflix is its own, like they're doing their Netflix specials, like they're doing their own movies, they're doing their own stuff. So Netflix morphed now into an actual studio company, like Disney or whatever. They're like, screw it, just showing other people's content. We'll make our own content, and there we have no licensing. Whatever it costs us to make that content,
yeah,
we just absorb that cost, and then we own the license. We can maybe even license our stuff out to others as well. And I don't know if they do that now or not. Can like the Netflix specials be licensed out to other platforms?
I don't see why not. As long as there's money on the table, you can do anything.
There you go.
Unless you're Disney. Disney just likes to pull out on every. I don't know if you knew, but Disney told Netflix, we're taking that away. They started
to move up to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Disney, they came up with Disney Plus, which there was a lot of hype about it, but it kind of died out now too. And here's the fundamental problem I see. Okay, I want to watch Disney. I have Disney Plus. I want to watch Netflix. I have Netflix Plus. I want to watch sports. I have DAZN. I want to watch this. I have this. I think if a company went and combined all of those together, which will never happen because there's just too much money on the table, I think that would be like the ultimate kind of media center, right? Like, and that's why the piracy is so big, because you can combine a lot of these services into one platform. So if you want to watch sports, you go to sports. If you want to watch a movie, you watch a movie. You don't have to get out of the app and go to another app, and you know what I mean? Like Disney Plus, you're not going to watch Disney stuff all day, all week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to want other types of content. That's why you're going to subscribe to HBO Go. Maybe you'll subscribe to another service, right?
Netflix, Hulu,
yeah.
And then see, Disney is doing it really smart, where you could do the Disney Plus, you could do the Hulu, and you could do the ESPN. Like they got you covered in so many ways.
So you can buy those 3 from them directly?
Yeah, all 3 of them directly.
They own the licenses for SPN. Disney Plus owns the licenses for SPN.
They own them. Yeah.
They bought Hulu. Did they buy Hulu? No.
They bought Hulu. That's what I'm saying. Disney's the only one that's doing it the right way right now. So there was, like you said, there was a big hype at first with Disney, and then it started to die down. And then this was maybe like 2 months ago that they said, hey, now you could do the Hulu and the ESPN. So now you got your sports, you get all these movies and TV shows, plus all the Disney stuff. And last month they did that premiere thing for Mulan that you could pay a little bit more of a premium. I'm like, dude, they're trying to bring an a la carte everything to you, you know?
They're doing the right thing, man.
But there's a lot of businesses that are trying to get going with this a la carte thing. I mean, if we look at the Amazon Luna, that one is going to be an a la carte gaming platform.
I never heard of Amazon Luna. What is that?
Yeah, look it up. Amazon Luna, they announced it maybe 2 weeks ago. Okay, next level, just give them the description of what Luna is, because we were like, okay, this could be a game changer, hardcore.
Luna is their cloud-based gaming platform to compete against GeForce Now and Stadia.
Oh wow, $5.99 a month, yeah, man.
You're searching it up right now.
Yeah, with Twitch integration, they're gonna kill it with this, man. 4K.
And Amazon owns Twitch.
Yeah.
They own Twitch. They just brought up Luna. I'm like, how smart is this that they could go on your Fire Cube and say, hey, you want to buy a game? Buy it from us. Hey, you want to stream it? We have the app. You don't have to go anywhere. It's all in-house.
But you know what? Amazon is like, sometimes they make some mistakes, like with the Amazon Fire Stick Lite. I don't understand it. Like, I owned Amazon devices from the first, like, I think one of the best devices was the first Fire TV that had like a USB port on it, that had like, you know what I mean? It was like a real streaming device. The thing's like 6 years old. I think I still have one. I don't even know if
they're awesome.
I don't know even if I can get updates to it. I haven't turned it on for years. But anyways, that was the right direction. And the stick was awesome too, but I think they should have done like at least a micro SD slot in the stick for storage expansion. That would have been probably a very easy thing to do, where you can just slide a micro SD card right in the stick. I mean, that's super easy to do, super easy for them. It wouldn't even bring up the price much, but I don't know why they don't do it. They don't want to, because I guess maybe but they're not releasing Fire Sticks with more storage. I mean, 4K has what, 8 gigs, right?
8 gigs.
Now it has more native support for OTG. The 4K Fire Sticks, you had to do ADB commands. Now with the Fire Stick Lite and the cubes, you have more support for native OTG. They would rather you go OTG than shove a micro SD card in there.
But why? Why wouldn't you just put a USB port or something, like people, or not even a micro SD, just put a USB port, and then people can do whatever they want. They can upgrade. Like, I would understand not putting a USB port if every year they increase the storage. You know what I mean? If they say Fire Stick 2021 edition with 16 gigabytes of storage, like, I'd be on it like right away. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or, you know, the Cube, actually the Cube is one of their fastest devices. Actually, the 2019 Cube, I believe is the fastest one.
Yeah.
But now the Cube has Alexa built in, which I like. I think I use the Cube too. I think it's a great device, but
yeah, I will say this with the Lite, because at first Next Level and I were just like, why would they do something like the Lite thing? So at first we were hating on it too. And then we started to really think about it. We're just like, wait a minute, there's people that love Netflix and that's all they use, Netflix. Or they'll have Sling TV and that's all they have. And some people, and I don't want to say some people, there's a lot of people that do not have a 4K TV. They have just a regular 1080p that upscales to maybe a 2K. And if you think about it, with that Light stick, it's only $30. If you only do like Netflix, Disney Plus, just some of the base Amazon Prime, then that's a pretty good value for that stick.
How much is it in the States?
$30.
$30, yeah. I mean,
that's cheap. Huh?
I mean, yeah, it's cheap. It's tapping into another market, but they should do a high-end stick device as well, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Yeah, we talked about this too. I'm just like with the 4K, they need to do like some kind of 4K plus, 4K second gen, 4K advanced. Like just give me a new 4K, give it a little bit more memory, a little bit more RAM, and like you said, just a couple extra ports on that thing. Like give us a stick that has some mean power to it.
I
And
think a lot of people would buy it. I think
I think so too.
look at the popularity of Shield. I have that. I have the regular Shield, the old one, the 2019, I believe. Then I have that tube thing, which is like a stick.
Stick. Yeah.
It's like a tube,
Yeah.
and that's pretty good too. I mean, but now I'm so excited about Android TV, and I was just talking earlier with Next Level, how Android TV is entering the market. But I'm so disappointed that they only put 4 gigs of memory, not memory, 4 gigs of storage, where the operating system Android is going to take 1 or 2 almost, and then it leaves you with 2 point something at the end of the day, which is very little. I mean, why didn't it just do like at least 8, or at least sell 2 versions? Have the Google Android TV 8 gig version, which is like 69 whatever. It's $69 for us. I don't know how much is for you guys.
The Chromecast.
Chromecast Android TV, yeah, the new one.
Let me look it up real quick. I forgot what it was.
I think it's like $49 for you guys. Anyways, they could have just done one in like $20 more and do 60 gig. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's $49, $50.
Yeah. Did you buy it yet?
Yeah, I have it. It's downstairs.
Downstairs. See, in Canada, I'm still waiting because it was all sold out from the Google store, and I ordered from Best Buy, and that's taking a little bit longer. Like we all get shafted in Canada. That's another thing. Like I remember the days when I was reviewing Fire Sticks and all that stuff. I could not even get a Fire Stick. I had to go all the way across the border because I'm in a border city in the Windsor area here, which is right across Detroit. I'm about like the river's like 5 minutes away from me. Like I could literally just pump up like a boat and just go to Detroit right now. I could do that in 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Probably get shot down by a helicopter and border guard. But anyways, Detroit. I used to go to Michigan to get the Fire Sticks, right? Because they were not being sold in Canada. Then Amazon decided open it up to the Canadian market. I think you remember that too, right? Next Level, you asked me to change your Fire
It
Stick.
wasn't the first gen.
Yeah.
It was barely the second gen.
Yeah.
We didn't get the first generation cubes. I seen people selling the first generation cubes for $300 on Kijiji.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and then they opened up the Fire Stick to Canada, which I think grew their base a lot. Like, you know, us Canadians, we do consume a lot of content. Like, I mean, there's not many of us. Like, what, 40? I'm gonna be so wrong on this. 40 million of us.
I think there's less.
Less, okay. Anyways, we're a little country. There's not many of us. It's mostly like if you come to Canada, it's mostly fields, trees, you know, and that's about it, and very little people. But anyways, yeah, like it's good that Amazon opened up to our market. Android TV is coming out in Canada too, which is exciting. So I'm really excited that Android TV is going to compete with Fire Stick. Now Fire Stick is going to have some competition, but I hope Google doesn't do what they did before. Do you guys remember the Nexus player from Google? It was their first attempt at Android TV. I'm going to look it up right now. Yeah, it was the Nexus player was 2014. So if you go to the Wikipedia page right now, Next Level, you can look it up. They've tried it already in 2016. It had a 1.8 gigahertz processor. It had a storage of 8 gigs, 1 gig, 1 gig memory, right? So it was a good player, but they just completely failed with that. And that was 2016. So they came with the Chromecast, which was a useless device in my opinion. Like for casting, it's useless. I mean, you can do that with software level with some TVs, right? And now they're kind of coming back. So it took them like 4 or 5 years to realize that they need to come back with like a streaming device.
And this is from Asus.
Yeah, they partnered with Asus in 2016 to bring the Nexus player. And that was an awesome device. And back in 2016, when, you know, Fire Sticks were not in Canada yet, and there was not many device choices, this was a solid device. You're getting the Nexus player, or you're getting that, what's it called? That China box. Back then it was like the N95, whatever it was called. Like,
oh yeah, the Max Plus or whatever.
Yeah. Those China boxes that with the remote, you literally have to be like this close to use the remote.
I hate those remotes. Yeah, I'm looking at this Nexus, and they even had a game controller.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they just abandoned it. Like the sales probably were weak. I don't know what the issue was there. Asus made it for them, and now they're coming back. And the sad part is they're coming back with 4 gigs of storage, which is, I'm like, seriously, you went to from 2016, you had 8, and now in 2020 you have 4. What's 2024 going to be? You 1?
1? Negative? You're gonna owe us?
Yeah. I don't know what the reason for that is, but let's see how it plays out. Like, try it out, man. You should do a review, and see how it performs. I mean, I'm a Shield user as well, but my main Go device is a Fire Stick. I got to be honest, my main device is a Fire Stick because it's just, for me, I just got so used to the remote that I can't leave the remote behind. Like, I have all kinds of keyboards and all kinds of stuff I have here. I have so many boxes here. And oh, look, I have a box. I have a Fire Stick here. But it wasn't not even out of the box.
I love the 4K Fire Stick remote.
Then there is this MeCool. Look at this. This box is so crumpled. You guys know MeCool?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pretty solid boxes. I got some boxes that these Chinese people send me. I got the A95X Pro. I mean, these are great boxes. Like the specs are awesome, but they're like, the remotes suck. It's just like I could never get into these Chinese boxes. I could never. I don't know why. It's just like probably like B-Link and MeCool were like the only ones I've used, right? And I think I have Buzz TV inside the house. I still have to review Buzz TV. Next Level's telling me Buzz TV is good. I'm gonna review them. They sent me like, I think they sent me like 3 units to review, and I even haven't done a review, so I'm gonna review it.
Yeah. Buzz TV's got some good stuff. We've been working with them for a little bit now, and they're great. The one thing I love about Buzz TV is they have their customer support. They listen to what people say.
Okay, how is the remote? Because I'm gonna try it actually when I get off with you guys here. I'm gonna try. How's the remote on the Buzz TV box? Like, is it responsive? Because the thing that Fire Stick, like, I love the Fire Stick remote. I love the remote, like the Alexa, the voice control. I love the remote. So I'm curious to see the Buzz TV. Like, I haven't even looked at it. So today I'm gonna do an actual review of Buzz TV. So I want to see the actual remote.
Yeah, the remote is good. I know sometimes it has a connection issue. It depends on the Bluetooth, or so they added like a dual feature to connect it either one way or another way. And I forget which way you have to connect it, but once it's connected and it's set, and I know there's an update, if you haven't opened it yet, there's a firmware update to fix that issue. But I think I
don't like that. See, I don't like that. Like, look at the amount of buttons. Like, this is the thing that I don't like. That if Buzz TV is watching this, no hate here whatsoever. I think they're a great company. They're trying to build boxes. Change that remote, man. Make something with like 8-10 buttons. You know what I mean? I do understand it's an advanced kind of box. Maybe it would be too hard to narrow it down. But this is like the Fire Stick remote. Like, it's so simple. Like, it's like, look at that compared to the Buzz. Like, I don't even know all those little buttons that were there. Like, I don't even know what they do. You know what I mean? Like, do they like a wizard out of like on the screen or something? Like,
it's supposed to take over. It's supposed to be a replacement for your TV. So your TV, I got my TV remote here. When you got your TV remote here, you got all the numbers.
Yes.
You got your home, and then you got some shortcuts, your directional. That's how that remote is.
Okay.
The remote has those numbers.
Okay, I can program this to turn my TV on and off on too. I can do the volume up and down. I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, you're not gonna do picture in picture with your Amazon Fire Stick remote, right?
No. It's supposed to be more of like a replacement for your TV remote.
I don't like that. In my opinion, I don't like that. I don't know if, Buzz TV is heading that direction, doing that. I just don't like it. I think they should simplify things. Simple is like, when you want, sure, it's good for people like me, maybe, or Next Level, he's got all the buttons, he can program them, set them up. But in general, people don't want to do that. Like, the general public, they want to grab a remote and they want to set it up in 2 minutes and they want to start using it. They don't want to read a manual about 16 or 20 buttons on the remote, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are a lot of people are like, they want it now and they want it to work right away, kind of. It's like,
that'll be interesting if we ask them, like, hey, can you guys make like a poor man's remote where it's just simple and just a few buttons?
exactly, that's the next level. I would bring that back to them. You know what I mean? I would say, can you guys, this is a Fire Stick remote. Can you guys build something like this?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I actually, my favorite remote is the Fire Stick remote, and I actually use that remote on a lot of different devices because it's Bluetooth. I pair it with a lot of devices, and it will take your experience on a general cheap box to the next level. It does. It is my favorite remote. I always try to keep a couple of remotes in stock there and just try them with different devices.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do like the old NVIDIA Shield remote. It was the little tiny one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you slide your thumb for the volume. There was no volume button. You just slide it in the middle and it'll go up or down, or you double tap to pause or play. Yeah. And then it just had up, down, left, right, and that's it. Up, down, left, right, and enter button, and then the slider part. But that remote.
You know what I've used on the NVIDIA Shield? I've used the game controller. I got used to that.
Oh yeah, I got that too. I like that remote too.
And I remember the NVIDIA Shield, how you could do you could record stuff. Like you could hook up a camera and you could record yourself with the software. And then you could, it was kind of cool. Like, NVIDIA Shield, I used to be a big fan. Right now, I just have it collecting dust. I just got used to the Amazon Fire Stick so much, their OS and everything like that. That's why I'm kind of like, Android TV is amazing though. You can do so much more. But I think they still have some catching up to do a little bit. If we're talking about a very basic user.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about very basic. Don't get me wrong. Android TV is super simple to use because it's simple to us. But if you gave Android TV to an 80-year-old grandma and you gave, for the first time, an Amazon Fire Stick to an 80-year-old grandma and a Shield, I think she would be much comfortable off the start with the Fire Stick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just because the interface is really easy to look at, and the remote's there's not that many buttons on the remote to get confused on either.
Yeah. So I think Android TV, I'm excited about the new device because that means they're going to work more on the actual OS, and I'm sure they're going to simplify it more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they push, because what was running Android TV before? Just China boxes, and NVIDIA Shield was like just one device that really pushed Android TV to a more use, right? Before it was just China boxes. What else were on Android?
It wasn't really even China boxes because they were using the regular Android, like a mobile version.
Yeah,
they're using like Alice something. They put like some different GUI, and they were using it was like a weird Android version.
Oh, the Sony TVs. They started using the Android TV. I got Android TV on it. I think Sony did it. Philips.
Yep.
Somebody else, but now
boxes, and that was
right now. The way I'm doing my videos, I'm using the Insignia TV actually, which has Amazon built into it.
That's too many buttons already.
So the Netflix, the Crave, and the Prime Video button, and since it's Canadian, they put the CTV button on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you reprogram those buttons?
Never ever.
No, dang.
No, if I want to watch CTV, I'll go to the CTV application. I'll watch CTV. I'm not going to hit CTV.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And CTV means Canadian television. It's really like boring kind of TV. You watch CTV? Next Level?
No, I don't really watch too much of live TV.
No,
I try not to.
You try to stay on that red tube, right?
Man,
the red tube.
He just caught on red tube.
He was like whatever about it. He's just like, wait a minute, what do you say?
No, I don't watch any of that.
Any of the tubes?
No, well, for myself, I just, when it gets to politics and news and all kinds of drama, I don't have time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we're going to talk about? I mean, this went on forever.
Forever.
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Yeah. It's usually it's when it comes, the time goes by quick.
We talked about a lot of things.
Yeah. So this is usually the part of the show when we get about this mark is we like to tell whoever our guest is if there's anything that you want to say before we wrap it up. You could tell anything that you want to the people. Go for it.
Yeah, guys, leave positive comments on our YouTube channels. Support us. Hit the thumbs up. Defend us when we get negative comments. It's getting really hard on YouTube to kind of put out content. We're getting more and more hate, and yeah, just try to support us in any way that you can. You know what I mean? If you want to use our affiliate links, use it. If you don't want to, then don't use it. But try to support us in like any way you can. Like subscribe to us. I know now YouTube offers like a membership thing now, so I got quite a few members now growing that. That's also a good support if you want to support Rojas, me, whoever, because we don't we make money from YouTube, but it's not as much as that we used to make. So YouTube has significantly cut it down. They demonetized a lot of my videos and other YouTubers' videos. They pay much per click. The conversion rates are lower, everything like that. So yeah, just support us, even if it's just not even financially. Even if you just can give us a thumbs up on a video, I mean, that would help.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I'd really like to thank you for taking the time out. We've been trying to do this interview for feels like forever now.
I got 2 kids, man. It's impossible.
I know it's crazy. We all got our own lives going on, so I really do appreciate you taking the time and spending the last little while just hanging out with us and having a conversation. So I look forward to maybe doing a couple more live streams with you and just extending the conversations, because we always have a really good conversation anytime we get together. So again, just thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come kick it with us here on Beyond the Streams.
Yeah, no worries, man. I guess my check will be in the mail in a week, right?
Yeah. Canada Post, you'll get it in a few years.
We do all this for free. Just wanted to say it, because we just want to bring content to people and talk about. I guess your podcast talks about all kinds of issues, like not only streaming, but anything in general about technology or anything related to that. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Where are you? Are you which state are you in?
I'm in California.
I'm going to California.
When?
I'm going to California October 20th.
What part of California?
I'm going to. I don't want to release this live. I don't want people looking at me in a certain city.
Tell me later.
Look for him. But
well, whenever you do come to California, let me know, and then maybe we can get together and have a drink or something.
If you guys have learned anything from this episode, it's never use free Wi-Fi, especially without a VPN.
Look, I'm going below, right?
Click the link below.
And it always circles back around to the VPN affiliate sale.
Now someone's gonna say "Oh no, you're making millions of dollars."
You're making millions of dollars off your VPN.
Checks in the mail, NewTech.
How much? $1?
Well, it won't be in pesos, so.
Okay. What's your background, Rojas? Are you Spanish?
Yeah, my family is born in El Salvador.
Okay.
Salvadoreño, and then my birth dad is actually Costa Rican. I don't know much of his family, but it makes me Central American. So
you're Central American living in the United States. Where is your "Make America Great" Trump hat?
I got a shirt. U.S.
Trojan. Did you get that from RedTube? Wait.
And then we have nxtlvltech here. He's 100% Irish, as you can see.
Yeah. Well, my great grandfather was Scottish.
Scottish, yeah, 100% Scottish. He's got his kilt on.
his little mini skirt.
Hey. I was born in Poland, so I'm an immigrant to Canada as well. So
yeah, we're all.
Where were you born?
Poland, Europe.
Poland, okay.
Yeah. What language do they speak?
Polish.
Okay. Polish. But
Rojas, we speak European.
Okay, all right. That's what I was waiting for. European.
No, Polish. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we have our own language. It's Polish. Yeah.
Are you fluent?
Yes, fluent. 100%.
Nice.
You
Nice.
speak Spanish, I would assume, right?
Yep. Spanish was my
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't speak Spanish. You speak Latino.
Latino. Yeah.
You speak
And my Spanish is different.
you speak the Latino language.
Yep.
No, actually, just the jokes aside, somebody asked me that before too, and they've actually told me, so you're from Poland, so you speak European. I said, no, every country in Europe has their own language.
Yeah.
Even in Latin America, like El Salvador's Spanish is probably different than Spanish from Spain, right? A little bit different.
And Mexican Spanish, it's all different.
Yeah, totally different. Some words might be different the way you pronounce them. Sure, they have similarities, but they're probably a little bit different, right?
Yeah, like I could like if you were to take like everybody like that speaks Spanish and put them together, we could all have a conversation. But there will be certain slang words that you're just like, what? You know?
Yeah. And you speak next level. You speak what?
Purely English.
English, nothing else?
Barely English.
I said barely English. I mean, my
chicken
family's from the Caribbean, and the second language there is Spanish, but like none of my family, as far as
So
I know,
where are you from? Like, where you're like from the Caribbean side, your family?
it's a little island called Trinidad.
Oh, you're Trini. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a tranny.
Trini to the bone. You know that?
Yeah. Of course, I know that. But I was born in Canada, so.
Yeah. So okay, but you know you got Trini traits.
Yeah.
Actually, they say, so one of my Trini teachers told me that this, like in university, I had a Trini teacher. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but he told me, hey, man, check it out, man. He's like, you know Michael Jackson? I'm like, yeah. He's like, he learned all his music from a Trini guy. I'm like, are you sure? And then he named some Trini singer. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even remember. And he's like, yeah, Michael Jackson. He's like, he took all the cues and all the styles from this guy.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he told me.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching.
So a couple of things that we say here. This was a great conversation. I do want to say thank you for being part of this podcast. We have to have another one that we just talk about random stuff.
We did talk about random stuff. We talked about
that. We said another one.
Like another one.
Another one.
Another one. So with all that being said, there's
another one.
Another one. So everybody out there that's listening, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Make sure you guys do leave us a comment and check the description below. We're gonna leave NewTech's YouTube channel, that way you guys could follow him and you guys can subscribe to him. Leave us a comment below, let us know what you think. If you guys have any questions for NewTech, put them down there and maybe we'll do another video. So with all that being said, you guys take care of each other.
Stay humble and be patient. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace out.